welcome, welcome. We are joining you from the waterfront on what would be a stereotypical P&W gray day.
Just how I like it.
We're at Wildfin. I would show you what we're eating, but we have our setup just so if we shake the table too much or move the camera, it's not going to work.
So I almost think we don't do this for a living, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, we kind of don't. This is kind of like I don't know how you would say. This is how we talk to the people. We do real estate for a living. Him on the investment side, me on the realtor side. It's a beautiful combination.
Mm-hmm. So we're at Wildfin. Actually, you just talked about Wildfin not too long ago, right?
Yes, we just did a video called the best waterfront dining in Vancouver.
I'll link it here. Yeah.
I guess if you're joining us for the first time, although I doubt a live would be the first time you're watching us, but you never know. My name's Hal. I am a licensed broker and realtor in Oregon and Washington, and I specialize in helping people relocate to and within the Southwest Washington area and Portland metro areas. Let us know if you can hear us okay. We've got our mics on.
We got our magic mics on.
But I don't know if it's going to capture it well. So I'd love to get some feedback on the audio of this, because the restaurant just picked up. We're like, okay, we'll go live.
Can you switch the camera so they can see the other side of the restaurant?
Yeah, but if I don't want to move it, see what they can see. Oh, wait, I tapped it. There. It looks like it's not busy at all.
There's nobody in this restaurant.
Okay, there's people on either side of us. It's happy hour, so the bar is at least half full.
And a lot of people like us are sitting kind of adjacent to the windows. These are actually wind doors, so in the summertime and the nicer months, these are all open.
Yeah. Make sure to subscribe, like this video as you come in.
Tap that like button if it doesn't kill you.
Thank you, thank you. And we're gonna tell you a little bit about what's to come.
Wait, so tell them about so this is one of the 3 restaurants you spotlighted in a recent video. We're on the waterfront, as in the Columbia River waterfront. On the Vancouver side, you're looking at Portland right over our shoulder. And this is one of your 3 favorite waterfront dives.
Yes. Dos Alas is above us. We're at Wildfin.
How about that? So number 2 or 3 is above us.
Yeah, and then the Cove, which is a short drive from here, 10-minute drive, upriver.
Upriver.
So yeah, what did you order, dear?
I have the, let's see what I got here.
He has no idea. I ordered 4.
Guys, you put something in front of me, it's going down. I don't really care.
You got the fish and chips?
I got the all-in fish and chips. Let me read it to the people.
Okay.
Also, let us know if you don't mind in the comments. Can you hear us okay? There's a lot of background noise, but we have our magic mics on, so hopefully you can hear us. So the all-in fish...
Magic mics.
Magic mics. The all-in fish and chips is Pelican Sea and red battered. Pelican Sea and red battered.
Yeah, so beer battered, I think. Pelican, the brewery. Sea and red is the red beer.
So beer battered. Oh, I like Pelican.
Beer battered fish and chips.
Northwest seafood chowder, which is very good, and apple coleslaw.
And chips.
And I call them French fries, freedom fries.
And as a vegetarian, I can pick my plate up. They custom made me a pasta dish. So.
Why they custom make you? Your celebrity time?
No, because I'm vegetarian and I didn't love anything on the menu. But I do really love Wildfin. We had their potato bread as an appetizer with this like honey fig butter. So good. And then you got a Coke, and I ordered an old fashioned. That's not your Coke. So yeah, we're kind of out celebrating, I guess, in a way.
Yeah, we're actually on the anniversary of our, on the eve of our big anniversary of actually coming out to the Northwest, Pacific Northwest, 5 years ago.
It's crazy.
That is crazy.
Time flies.
I was a different person back then. The world was a different place.
The world was a different place, but I think you're the same.
I'm the same.
So yeah, what's to come is we're going to be doing, one of the videos we are going to be releasing in March is a 5-year review of living in Vancouver.
Actually, what I'm pushing for, a big proponent for the entire month of March, all of the videos, all the content kind of being about how our move here has really changed us in a lot of ways, which I think for the better. So I'm thinking the whole month of March, our 5-year anniversary month, should be about all of the different ways, the big ways, the small ways, the intangibles that living here for 5 years now. That's a pretty good frame of reference, right? So I think I'd like to do all kinds of little videos. Because one thing, moved here, it's like everything is shiny and glittery.
Yeah, when you first moved.
Right. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Raina.
Yeah, absolutely.
So anywho, so look out for a lot of different videos about how
Vancouver has changed a lot.
Vancouver has changed way differently than when we moved here. Sleepy little town. Now we're sitting in one of I think they rank the waterfront as one of the best river walks in the entire country.
Yeah. Which we had no idea when we moved here. And now, like, Camas Washougalport is coming up behind it. Ridgefield is going to do something with their waterfront. So
Woodland.
Woodland's doing all commercial stuff.
I like commercial stuff. I don't see any likes yet. Hey guys, if you can find it in your heart to please tap the little thumbs up button, I'd appreciate it.
Or maybe our audio is so bad that no one can bring
maybe
themselves.
that's why.
But nobody's commenting to tell us.
Let me know if my audio is bad.
We've got like some lurkers. That's
So anyway,
okay,
what else
guys.
we got?
You can silently watch.
It's okay. I know you like us. We're also just coming off of a snowmageddon for us. I was laughing. I was telling somebody we got snow actually the middle of last week, and it pretty much shut Portland. Look, everybody's logging off. We pretty much shut Portland and most of Vancouver down for the preceding or the following 2-3 days.
And if you want to know when stuff like that happens and what it looks like, the best thing to do is to follow my Instagram. It's @HalByrd_, because I'm always posting stories and behind the scenes and things like that. So if you want to keep up, like outside of YouTube, that's the best way to do it. Because I had posted, like, we did a showing in the snow, and it was up in Woodland. The clients went under contract. We've had 3 Bird's Eye relocation clients go under contract in the last week.
Does it go?
2 in Ridgefield, 1 in Woodland. 2 of them are new construction, actually move-in ready new construction, which is a good video that I think we should do, is talking about move-in new construction. Maybe that'll be our live for next week. But it's, so yeah, the snow, you could have seen like what it looked like, because it was super snowy in some places, like very powdery, nice, fresh snow, right?
Yes.
And then in other places, like in Portland, that got hit worse, it was very icy. The road conditions were terrible. They were not plowing that much. Like, we did see a plow, and I'm like, really? I mean, it wasn't working.
That was in Portland, and that was pretty much after everything had frozen over.
Did you already say it was the snowiest day?
Well, no, I was laughing because I was telling somebody that, so we didn't get as much snow on this side of the river, but on the other side, Portland got about 10 inches. And it was the most snow they received in almost 100 years.
Well, in a single day.
In a single day since 1943. So I'm a little bit jaded and cynical anyway, but coming from the East Coast, 10 inches of snow, it might shut the school down for a day and maybe cause them to open up 2 hours late or something. But it's not like it is here. And that was one of the things I discovered here. Is like, as hardy and outdoorsy people from the Pacific Northwest are, most of them are not prepared or really comfortable in snow, with the exception of the ones who kind of enjoy winter sports.
Yeah,
So
because they a lot of times have studded tires.
Right, so if you're into going up to the mountains to go skiboarding, how do I say that? Snowboarding or skiing, you're used to driving in snowy conditions.
Skateboarding is one of my favorite Jared isms, along with many ha-ha.
So that was a Snow-pocalypse. It was very entertaining 2 or 3 days though.
Yeah, it was. It was a nice like pause, and that's one of the best things. Thank you for the likes.
That was me. You're welcome. You weren't there.
This video must be terrible. I appreciate it. You're always my #1 supporter.
Can't count on me. You're in trouble.
So yeah, the snow is kind of like a nice pause. And one of the things I tell a lot of my clients is that the nice thing about when it snows here is you typically have, like, there's not really surprise snow. What do you make that face for?
I just realized you're probably hearing me chew loud, so so apologies.
The snow isn't really a surprise. Like, it's in the forecast. You'll know it's coming, so you have time if you need to get to the store or get supplies. And when you move up here, you should probably just be more, what we talk about is preparedness minded, in terms of having enough supplies that if you couldn't leave your house for 3 days or a week, that you no matter like any time, like you wouldn't have to go to the store to prep. You'd be like, okay, I can't leave, no big deal.
Right.
So I would recommend planning for that, picking up extra water, picking up extra cans of food.
You know, another thing that's still trippy. So, like where I'm from in Philadelphia, it's common. Like when it snows, you shovel your sidewalk and your stairs at a minimum. And here, like nobody shovels pretty much.
I don't think a lot of people own shovels.
Most people don't even own shovels or let alone salt. So, you know, if you come from a place where it snows a lot, you're familiar with shoveling and then putting down salt. But here it's like all the sidewalks are universally snow covered. And
Well,
again,
even
I
down here.
kind of dig it.
So it snowed on Wednesday, and even down here at the waterfront, my clients they came in from Vegas, and this is on Thursday. So the snow came Wednesday, like what? It was pretty much snowing all day, but it started to stick in the afternoon.
Yeah, because I remember putting a post up in the Facebook group in the morning. I said, I know it's not going to stick.
I think you were trying to reverse psychology, Mother Nature.
And it worked because it did stick. But yeah, it gradually got heavier as the day went on.
So it snowed Wednesday. My clients were coming in from Vegas on Thursday, and I was a little bit worried about them because coming from Vegas and they're not used to the snow, and it didn't faze them at all. They didn't have a 4-wheel drive rental car. I think they did great.
It was all-wheel drive. The
Really?
Honda CRV?
I don't know.
I'd be curious to find out.
But they weren't phased at all. So we did a tour, and then we came down to the waterfront. And where were we gonna go? We were gonna go here.
Was it here? Yeah, because they wanted seafood.
Yeah, we were gonna go here, and
This place was shut down. Everything on this whole waterfront was shut down.
yeah, I was showing them houses in Ridgefield. I was calling on the way down. I called the Thai food place we really like, Thai Orchid. I called here. I called Waterfront Tap House. I called a few places, and everywhere was closed. And I was like, well, we're getting close, like on the drive from Ridgefield to here. We'll just see what's open. Down here, so up in Ridgefield, which just goes to show like how well run the city of Ridgefield is. Their roads were salted or plowed. Like everything was pretty easy to navigate, especially the main roads. We come down to the waterfront, which is like a big attraction for the city of Vancouver, and it's ice everywhere. Like
It really was like an apocalypse.
it was like things are shut down.
The main
People
street
were
was
out,
still
but it
like
was
snow
like
covered.
I don't know. So just that contrast between Ridgefield and Vancouver in one day, like the day after a snowstorm, it seemed like Vancouver either wasn't really prepared or I don't know. Maybe I don't know what the philosophy is of why they wouldn't clear the roads because people were down here and out.
Yeah, I mean a lot of cities aren't prepared, like just from a infrastructure standpoint. So maybe they don't have plow trucks ready to go,
But they could have salted.
Yeah, well, I know we found out in Portland they don't really salt too much as an environmental thing. Like they don't want that salt and those chemicals associated running off into streams. So again, maybe one of these days we'll interview somebody, maybe at the city, and we can find out. I'm sure there's a reason why, but yeah, it was striking to me that, again, arguably the most attracted area in all of Vancouver was untouched. Like there was no one down here, one place open. So shout out to
Ruse Brewing and Crust Collective. If you want Detroit-style pizza, it's fantastic.
Really good.
So we talked about our 5-year anniversary that's coming up. If you guys want to know anything, like review-wise about after having lived here for 5 years, what our experience has been like, specifics, things we haven't covered on the channel yet, related to living here for 5 years, let us know because our content in March is really going to be centered around that. If you have any snow questions about what it's like to live here in the winter, when we get out of the way, it focuses really nicely. But
it was a nice boat that just flew by. So right behind us, that is if you guys have been here on the waterfront, that's a floating bridge. What do they call that? The Grant Avenue Pier?
The Grant Street here.
So it's kind of cool. It's two
It's a suspended bridge.
Two self-suspended bridges, and it extends over to Columbia about 100 feet almost, so
Yeah.
50 feet. Come here,
yeah.
we'll give you a tour.
So spring is around the corner. It is. But technically, I think spring is what? Start of spring is like March, late March. So I'm looking forward to that. Personally, I feel like I've been more like emotionally like down this winter than other winters. I don't know why, but I did buy a Happy Light. That's one of the things we're gonna I need to review. So we'll create that for you guys. So if you don't have any questions, we're gonna eat our food before it gets much colder. So I appreciate you guys being here. I hope you had a good February. Buyers are out. Things have been busy. We're seeing more multiple offers than we had previously. So buyers are definitely, I don't know about in the market that you guys are in, if you need to sell your property wherever you're coming from before you buy here, but things are definitely heating up in this latter part. Really since the beginning of the year, things have heated up. Like there's more showings,
It's been
there's more
unseasonably
offers.
busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of this food is amazing.
I'm looking at that drink.
I'd like to come here more often.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to celebrating the end of February and coming
Our
into March.
5-year anniversary PNW month. It's a big deal.
It is a big deal. Did you plan on moving? Or are you staying here?
After I eat?
No, long term, in the next 5 years.
No.
Is Vancouver in your, or Southwest Washington, is it in your 5-year plan?
Southwest Washington and Portland Metro are in my long-term forever plan.
The reason I ask is because a couple of people have reached out and been like, oh, do you still recommend living in Vancouver? Do you still live there? Like, they've been asking, like, I don't know, I've just noticed an uptick
Which to
in
me
that kind of question.
goes right in line with a 5-year review.
Okay, we'll do it.
All right, guys, thanks for checking out some or all or any of this.
And we'll catch you later.
Subscribe to the channel, please, and please click that like button. See you. Ciao.
Ciao.